of information that I'd like to bring to our viewers' notice, that the Opposition India Alliance MPs have now sought time of the President of the country on this very Manipur issue. In fact, MPs who have gone to Manipur and also the floor leaders of the India Alliance will in fact be meeting the President. At least there is a request for her time that has been sought to brief her about the situation in Manipur. So right now, no conversation or discussion happening in the Parliament, but a request to the President of the country to actually hear the India Alliance over the situation in Manipur. My colleague Pallavi has got us all of those details. Pallavi, this is an important development. While the opposition is stuck with a demand that the Prime Minister needs to speak about the issue inside the Parliament, they've also now reached out to the President of the country.
That's right. So what they're going to want to tell the President is that they have met up with the Governor, they gave a memorandum to the Governor, and also they saw the situation on the ground. So therefore they think that at this point of time, President's rule must be imposed in the state because there's a complete breakdown of trust between the people of Manipur with the Chief Minister and the state administration, and therefore it's a fit case for the dismissal of the government and therefore imposition of the President's rule. That's exactly the kind of memorandum which they gave to the Governor. The similar one they want to give to the President. What we are being now told is that no time has been given to them yet, but they're trying for the earliest possible appointment with the President of India. If they can get it tomorrow, then at least representatives of all the 21 who went there are expected to go to Rashtrapati Bhavan.
All right, Pallavi, thank you so much for that piece of information. An important one that we are breaking, that the Opposition India Alliance delegation is going to be meeting with the President. At least they have sought for her time. We are getting another piece of breaking news, and this is ahead of the battle for 2024. According to top sources, we are given to understand that the centre has now decided to address the opposition, the alliance, as UPA instead of India. They are not acknowledging the acronym India that the opposition has now decided to stand by. They are going to be addressing the opposition as UPA. My colleague Payal has all the details. Payal, this essentially has laid down two aspects. One, which the opposition claims that the centre is being rattled by the name India. The other is that they are not ready to acknowledge this entire association of the opposition parties who have come together in the name of General Elections 2024.
Well, there are two things to look into this. If you remember, then right from Amit Shah to Union Minister for Defence Rajya Singh, all of these leaders had hit out at the opposition parties and said that just by putting a name doesn't change your characteristic, doesn't change your character. So that is why the government has taken a conscious call that the BJP from now onwards will still continue to call them UPA no matter what the opposition front calls itself. And that is very evident. If you remember, just a short while ago, when the Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman was holding a briefing, she addressed the opposition flank as UPA at least 3 times in that briefing as well. So that's the strategy of the government. Having said that, as far as the opposition unity is concerned, the government has been of the concerted view that this opposition unity will fall flat on its face in some time from now, because there are various parties within the ranks who will not be willing to concede space to each other as far as the elections to the states or to the centre are concerned as well. So that is something which they say it's a farce. It's just a matter of time before that farce comes out and the opposition unity becomes, what people expect it to be. It's going to be a non-starter. That's what has been decided. But yes, the ball has been set rolling, and that's why when Nirmala Sitharaman today held a press briefing after the Parliament got adjourned because of the ruckus that we saw in Rajya Sabha, at least on 3 occasions, I remember she said UPA.
All right, Payal, thank you so much for that piece of information. So important aspect that we are given to understand that the centre has now decided to address the opposition alliance as UPA instead of the acronym that they now decide to go by, that is India. On that note, we are slipping into a very, very short break. But up next, we are going into another debate, and that concerns the Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, who is now waded into the I.N.D.I.A controversy. And he goes on to say that the Muslim side must fix what he terms as a historical mistake. Let's discuss that on the other side.